everyone, this is Sonal and you are watching. The fandom waited for 3 years, it hoped for 3 years, it speculated for 3 years, and finally we got our gift. After dedicating about 75% of my weekend to this, presenting a spoiler free review for Stranger Things 4. As I mentioned, the review is going to be completely spoiler free, and this is for people who have not watched, of course, and it also includes people who may also have missed out on watching the trailer for the series. So, what I'm going to do is I'll be breaking down each episode. I won't be talking about the plot, I'll be talking about what you can expect out of each episode. All of the episodes will have their own segments mentioned in the description, so you can click through all of them. So, yeah, let's get started. Before I officially begin with the review, let me show you what I did. I made notes yet again. Khatam nahi ho raha, but yes, it's a lot of notes, and I won't be overburdening you with information, but I'll tell you what each episode has, and then I'll give you an overall review of the series. So let's get started once again. So here's a quick recap of season 3. The Demogorgons and the Mind Flayer are back. The Mind Flayer claims Billy as its new host. Mike and Eleven are a couple. The hot people we had throughout the season were Steve, Nancy, and Robin. The hot people that we lost due to the Battle of Starport. Every time I say Starport, I get reminded of Star Garage and Starfish. But the hot people that we lost due to the Battle of Starport were Alexei, the Russian scientist, Billy, and Hopper. 11 loses her powers due to a Demogorgon attack, and at the end of the season, Will's family and 11 they leave the town. They become a family and they leave the town. So yeah, that was the recap. In episode 1, we have some ASMR. We are shown glimpses of how the very first gate to the upside down was opened. We are not shown an elaborate scene, just flashbacks of it for a couple of minutes or so. 11 and Will go to the Lenora Hills High School, and 11 is bullied to a great extent there. So you'll see a lot of bullying. You will also see a lot of cheerleading in this episode. There are some new characters. One of them is Eddie Munson, who is the leader of the Hellfire Club, which is a Dungeons and Dragons club that Mike, Lucas, and Dustin are a part of. There's an amazing sequence where a basketball game and Dungeons and Dragons game are being played in parallel, so that sequence is something that I really love. You'll see some very questionable hairstyles in this episode as well, or maybe throughout the season. You'll find grown-ass English kids, not English kids, American kids getting C or C plus in English tests, which is very strange because that's literally your first language. But okay. Joyce has a new job and 11 is very excited about it because the new job lets Joyce work from home. 11 exchanges letters with Mike, but she has not told him that she is being bullied. She tells him all the good parts and she fabricates a lot of things. So So there's that. But she's excited that Mike is coming to visit 11 and will for the spring break. Overall, episode 1 is more like a scene setting episode where we are told where everyone is, how everyone is doing, who the new people are. So that is a great start to the season. Some scenes feel overstretched. So yeah, that's pretty much it for episode 1. Oh wait, one new character is Archive, who is Jonathan Byers' friend. He is a recurring character here. I'll talk more about him later, or I'll probably not talk about him. In episode 2, we get glimpses of Hopper in the Battle of Starport leading up to his death. We are shown some other scenes that transpired after season 3 and before season 4. There are deaths, of course. I won't tell you what kind of deaths. We see some very surprised officers. Surprised is an understatement here. There's all sorts of speculations that keep happening. There are hallucinations. There are more scenes related to bullying. There are minor or major relationship issues between people. Then, as you must have known by now, if you have watched Stranger Things from season 1 to 3, you will understand that the teenagers or the kids, they investigate more and they come up with more clues as opposed to the officers. So in this episode and in this season, you will find a lot of that happening as well. There are a lot of simultaneous events or incidents that happen throughout this episode, so watch them as well. Overall, the pickup suspense is slow, but it's interesting and exciting. And all the four, for example, in episode 2, there are 4 simultaneous activities that happen. So none of those 4 simultaneous events overpower each other or they confuse the viewer. So you will have a lot of fun watching that. We have some new characters in this episode. One is a Russian man called Enzo. Then there's the chief of police, Powell, whatever. Powell. There's another man called Lieutenant Colonel something, I forgot his name, but yeah, there's that man as well. So yeah, that is episode 2. In episode 3, we see a comeback from Dr. Sam Owens, if you remember him from season 3. We see a lot of police cars. There is a half reunion. There's a half reunion with some of the original lot of the teenagers. So that is something exciting. Not exciting, they actually get together to discuss and investigate stuff. We see more flickering lights. There are some very sketchy behaviors that happen, some very questionable expressions that we are shown. A lot of threats are received in this episode, and some very mind-blowing revelations are made in the episode as well. There are no new characters in this episode, and overall the episode gives you just the right amount of suspense for you to click on next episode, which I of course did. The way they start connecting the dots is very interesting to watch, and it keeps you hooked throughout. So yes, that is episode 3. Episode 4. Here we have some more relationship problems. We see more speculations that happen. The kids continue investigating and coming up with more clues. There is a special monologue that happens in this episode. Apart from that, some truths are revealed, some betrayals are made, and amidst all the rush and all the investigation and stuff, there is one happy moment in this episode which I really loved. We have two new characters here. One is Yuri, who is a pilot and a smuggler, and Victor Creel, who is a patient in Penhurst Asylum. All in all, a lot of oh fuck no moments. A lot of run moments. A lot of no moments. And nail biting Ultra Pro Max. So, yep, that's episode 4 for you. Episode 5. All the main involved parties, which is basically the kids and of course Joyce, all of them are in some kind of danger. You'll have to watch the season to understand. We see some great drawings in this episode. There's some unnecessary screaming involved. We are also shown flashbacks of Eleven's life from 1979 when she was still in the Hawkins laboratory before her escape. And we have more flashing lights. In this episode, there's only one new character, which is a hospital orderly called Peter from one of Eleven's flashbacks from the Hawkins laboratory. Overall, this episode has its fair balance of amazingly great moments and some flat or dull moments. And the suspense is pretty good. So, yep, we are done with episode 5. With a minor change in scenery, we are back with episode 6. We have even more monologues. We have freaked out parents. Then there are more clues that are found. There are more revelations that are made. This episode is an extremely important episode for high school kids or kids in general, because there are some amazing science lessons that they will get to learn from here. We are shown more events and incidents from the 1979 Hawkins lab, back when Eleven was still there. And last but not the least, some very stupid but loyal decisions are made in this episode. There are no new characters in this episode, and all in all, I would say that this episode weaves in and out of mind-boggling scenes and some very suspenseful and thrilling scenes to scenes that could have been avoided, but the build-up for the last episode is amazing. So that's it with episode 6. Episode 7. Now this episode is 1 hour and 40 minutes long. It could have been a movie in itself, but without wasting a lot of time. There are some very intense fights in this episode. There is a great escape sequence that we are shown here. We are also shown events that lead up to season 1, things that happened prior to Elle escaping the Hawkins laboratory and ending up with Mike and the rest of the gang. So we are shown a lot of those things that lead up to season 1, with our gang of teenagers carrying out some very motivating investigations. They also have a lot of theories to test to see if their investigation is in the right direction or not, and what they are thinking is actually right or not. So a lot of theories are tested here. One of our old friends from the other seasons makes a comeback in this season, and it was delightful to watch them. And last but not the least, the build up from the beginning of the episode till the end of the episode was truly amazing. Like I said previously, nail biting Ultra Max Pro. So it was a great episode. We don't have a new character here as well, but overall, I would say that even though the episode was a bit too long, but like I previously said, the build up to the very end minute of the episode was something that kept me hooked on till the end. I was literally sitting at the edge of my seat. So this is a very beautiful episode. Beautiful isn't the right word, but I can't find any other words as well. So with that, episode 7 comes to an end. Coming to the overall review of the season, was it worth it? Was it worth of being given 9 to 10 hours of my very precious time, almost my entire weekend to it? Was it worth it? We waited from 2019 till 2022, and I can most certainly say that the wait was worth it. Stranger Things season 4 is by far the most engaging, the most sinister, and the best season that has been provided to us. And I'm very sure that apart from me, everyone else who waited for this season must be thrilled after having checked out the episodes. And for those of you who have not watched it yet, I'm very sure you are going to love this season as well. The season has a mix of psychological, supernatural, and paranormal feels to it. You'll understand what I'm saying when you watch the episodes if you have not already. All the episodes have just the right amount of suspense and thrill in them to make you watch the next episode, and they didn't really overload with details or information, so that one episode is entirely filled with a lot of uh, scares and thrills, and the next episode is entirely flat. No, each episode had the right amount of suspense. Of course, the episodes had their dull moments at times as well, but nothing that drowns the season. There are some things that I, of course, didn't like in the season. For example, the episodes were a bit too long. Some scenes could have been cut short. A lot of stuff could have been cut short. Some episodes were pretty dark, and by dark, I don't mean from a sinister point of view, more from the lighting point of view, because I literally had to squint, and I was very sure that the power of my specs would probably go up. I squinted a lot in some scenes. So, all in all, like I said, the best season that Stranger Things has come up with. It didn't leave us with a cliffhanger per se, but now I'm excited to know, and I'm eagerly waiting to know as to what happens in the last two episodes, like episodes 8 and 9, which is to be released in July, if I'm not wrong. So I really want to know how the season is going to end. So even without a cliffhanger, there is some sort of a cliffhanger. And I can't wait. I really can't wait for the last two episodes. So, yep, that is my review, spoiler-free review for you. You have to give me credit because I am someone who does not bother about spoilers. Not that I post spoilers, but yeah, I'm one of those people who don't care about spoilers. They rather want to know how something got up until the point of that spoiler. So you have to give me credit for not posting spoilers. But yes, that was my review of Stranger Things season 4. Alright, that was it for today's video. I really hope that you liked my mehnat. I did a lot of hard work. I spent close to 10-11 hours watching the series. I got scolded a lot because I was literally stuck watching that, and I also had to pause from time to time because when you are living with your parents, you get called for some or the other reason in every 5 minutes. So yes, I really hope you like my mehnat. If you are new to my channel, hi, this is Sonal. I post videos every Sunday, although I'm not sure if I'll be able to post this video on a Sunday or not. I was supposed to start recording this morning, but I got lazy and then I ate biryani that my mom made. And after that, क्या होता है वो सबको पता ही है. And I woke up late in the evening, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to edit it in time or not. If you are watching this on a Sunday, then yay, I made it. If you're watching this on a Monday, I hope that this video cured your Monday blues up to an extent. But yes, like I was telling the newcomers here, I post videos every Sunday. I post videos about movies, series, books, artwork, photography. I make some random vlogs as well. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go click on the subscribe button right away and also click on the bell icon. You know what it does. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for staying subscribed. It really means a lot to me. It would mean even more if you could ask your near and dear ones and perhaps even your enemies to subscribe to my channel. Won't cost anyone anything. I'm not gaining shit out of this. So, yeah, it would mean a lot to me if you could please ask other people to subscribe as well. I am not sure how long this video is going to be, so I'll probably leave it at that. If you like the video, then please do give it a like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. I will be back next week. It's going to be my 50th video of this channel, so I'm pretty excited about it. But I'll be back next week and I'll see you then. And until then, bye.